All right, guys. Today we are going to be reacting to where does Germany put its fire hydrants. Let's jump in.
Fire hydrants. And if you're a German firefighter, how do you know where to find them? Not that these are questions that most visitors to Germany will ever need to answer, but, well, it can't hurt to know. This video was inspired by a video by Gone Girl London, in which he talks about British fire hydrants and how different they are from hydrants in the US. If you're interested in the history and reasons behind the differences, you will want to see her video. There's a link in the description. But very briefly, if you're used to American-style hydrants, in Europe, they're done differently.
Let's talk about what happens in the UK, because there are so many hydrants around, but they're not visible because they're underground. The fire service has direct access to the water mains via these underground connections, so they are neatly tucked away underneath a cover that looks like this. In addition, these are often marked by these yellow H signs marking the distance and size of the pipe.
Germany is basically the same, but with some differences in the details. Basically, the cover for a hydrant looks like this, with the word hydrant very clearly spelled out just to drive home the message. And this is the sign for the hydrant. It looks a bit different from the ones in Britain, but it mostly conveys the same information. Let's break it down. The letter H obviously stands for hydrant, but another letter can be added to give additional information. For example, OH stands for an above-ground hydrant, which do exist in Germany, they're just not very common. The number next to the letter gives the diameter in millimeters of the pipe feeding the hydrant. That doesn't affect the size of the hydrant itself, that's standardized for obvious reasons, but it gives you an indication of how much water it can actually deliver. The other two numbers give distances in meters. The number at the bottom tells you how far forward of the sign the hydrant is, and the other number tells you how far to the left or to the right. So if we take this example, the hydrant will be found at 3.1 meters in front of the sign and 2.5 meters to the right. That is to say, right here. The same basic principle also applies.
That's crazy stuff, man, right? That is so interesting. I would never guess this, man. Wow, this is actually kind of interesting. A little scary too, right? But it's interesting.
To signs for other utilities and may
because I'm used to the one here in the United States, like the one in the street kind of thing, right?
indicate, for example, a stop valve, or simply mark the course of an underground pipe or cable. The ones you'll see most often are blue for drinking water and yellow for gas. But occasionally you may see green for sewers, red for district heating, or white for high voltage electric cables. But returning to the emergency services, as well as signs directing them to fire hydrants, there are other signs that are relevant to them that you'll find on or near big buildings, places like office blocks, shopping centres and theatres, for example. And it would be impossible for me to list all of them without boring you to tears. But here are a few of them, just to give you a general idea. This is actually an ordinary street sign indicating a no stopping zone with the additional information that it is to keep the road clear for emergency access. The more specialized signs look like this. This one indicates an entrance intended to be used by the fire brigade and which must always be kept free of obstructions. These two signs are particularly common. The first indicates the main control unit of the fire alarm system, which controls things like the fire alarms, obviously, and fire doors, emergency lighting, and so on. But it also provides useful information for the fire crews. For example, it can tell them in which order the fire detectors were tripped, which helps them understand where the fire started and where it's going. The second sign here indicates the control assembly of the sprinkler system, which basically provides water for the sprinklers. But since it doesn't turn off automatically, the fire brigade...
How you guys wonder how in the hell humans we figure out this stuff out, man? I mean, you see those valves just how somehow connected to one or the other. The plumbers, man. Plumbers are the one that they keep this. I mean, countries clean. Help with they healthy. I will say, like plumbers, man. They're top of the. For me, they're top on the pyramid.
It has to do that manually, and in order to do that, they have to know where it is. This sign indicates an intake to supply, if necessary, water to the fire extinguishing systems installed in the building. There are fire hoses and hydrants at strategic points, and if for some reason there's a problem with the normal water supply, the fire brigade can pump extra water directly into the system. This indicates a similar intake, but specifically for the sprinkler system. There are a lot more of these signs, but basically, if you see one like it, it's important information for the fire brigade. And that's enough, I think, for this video. Don't forget to follow the link in the description to...
I mean, I don't know what to say. I thought he was going to compare, right, with the American one, right? I think she did, right? London, right? The one in London, right? This one, yo, when he showed the picture, where was it? Oh, man, where was that? Location, right? He was showing that, man. You know which picture I'm looking, right? It's the one that shows where it's located. Where is it, man? Is it here? Okay, let's see. Size and location. It's around here. No, it's the one in the outside, right? It's this one around here.
2.5 meters to the right. That is to say...
There you go. Wow. Right there. I mean, I never seen something like this. For the hydrant. Never. This is literally my first time just experiencing a hydrant of this magnitude. It's underground. The pole telling you there's a hydrant here. That's weird, man. But somehow, it works. It works. I know you guys might see the one that we have here in the States. You probably say like, man, those hydrant looks ugly as hell. That red thing dangerous too, man. Imagine a car just hitting that thing. Ooh. A lot of people hit them. And it's dangerous. It's very dangerous. You hit one of those things, you going flying through through those glasses and windows, whatever. It's dangerous. But beside the point, I like these. They're organized, very minimalist. The firefighters are probably well equipped and trained to just tackle these kind of situations. They already know. Man, that's crazy. Shout out to this guy, man. He's good. He's very good. I like his channel. His videos are a little short for my taste. Well, hey, we take it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like always, guys, if you have any recommendation, go to my Discord. That way you guys can recommend more videos. In the meantime, guys, I'll see you next one.